your horror movie podcast.
Gotcha. And I got Punk in the Park on Saturday. It's like 10 punk bands for like 12 hours. So I'm going to be freaking concerting all day. And seeing friggin' Pennywise and Bad Religion and Guttermouth and the Adolescents. Like, are you kidding me? And Face to Face, the Vandals. I'll chill.
I'm not even going to say welcome back, Hack Stab Slash, because I love when you go on your rants, Justin. But welcome back, Hack Stab Slash. Justin,
what is
how
up?
you doing?
I'm doing great.
Why don't you tell us what movie we're going to do right now and why, for the first time in my 36-year existence, I just realized the zombies to your left and right are trash and suicide.
Let's go. Come on. You got to realize that. We are, what names of these punk rockers, too? Like, incredible. We are doing 1984's, 5's, Return of the Living Dead. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. I was getting too excited.
You know what it is, Justin? It's the Eastern Daylight Savings Time. It really throws you for a loop.
There we go. Return of the Living Dead. Let's go. 1985. Did I pick this?
I picked it.
You picked that. All right.
I picked this.
All right,
you
you picked
pick,
that.
Justin.
You picked it. I'm sorry. Got all excited.
This was legit one of the first movies I ever saw that could actually be classified as campy. Dude, it's goofy, it's scary, it's gory, it's cheesy. And this wasn't a one-off either. This movie helped spawn a franchise, Justin. And I'm so glad it did.
Oh, I'm ready to watch all of them right this second. You can't stop me. I'll do it.
Oh, I can't wait to do this.
You're like, where do we even start?
Dude, where do we start? We see opening scene is basically just Frank showing Freddy around the warehouse. I love the cadaver in this scene. I mean, yes, he's still dead and he's fully wrapped, but like the cadaver, the half split dogs, like the bed, he makes it a point to show him a bedpan.
It's a ridiculous opening scene. It's so stupid in like a good way. I mean, of just this guy showing Freddy around.
And you know they can't take each other seriously because what's the name of this medical supply facility?
Oh, what's the name of it?
UNEDA. Like all one word, UNEEDA. You need a medical supply.
And the fact that like Frank shows him like these barrels of trioxin toxic glass, and he like hits the side of the drum, and that's when it just all hell breaks loose. Like it unleashes the insane gas that just starts filling.
Dude, I have written down coming up to this. I was like, I love when Frank shows Freddy the zombie. And I love how leading up to this, he ties in George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. He's like, you seen that movie? It's real.
Dude, it's amazing.
Downstairs. I'm amazing. Like, this might be the first time that I'm realizing that this zombie movie, for as old as it is making like a zombie type first thing. Like this is a movie within a movie about a movie that was a real
but it's so good, that they reference that. And
when
like said,
when they go downstairs though, did this drive you nuts as a dad?
Oh god, what?
Because like you said, when he cleans the top of this canister, he uses a whole ass entire unrolled fucking thing of paper towels.
There's so much stupidity in here.
And then I just want to tell you real quick. Sorry to keep cutting you off.
No, it's okay.
I decided to call this 1-800 number. That's on the barrel.
Of course you did.
We're at 8 minutes and 56 seconds, and we're just now getting the opening credits. But while this was going on, I called the 1-800-454-8000 number from the barrels.
What do we get?
It's a medical alert button program.
It's an actual number?
Yeah, it's like one of those life alerts. Like you wear the button and you press it when you fall down.
Oh my god. I love that.
Like, how fitting is this right now?
I love that so much. And even the music title card even got me excited in this movie. Like I love it so much. And then to the fact like you even just see like the punk, how many punk rockers can be in one freaking car? You literally see like the 7 punks just all
we
driving.
Got Trash, we got Scuzz, we got Tina, we got Spider, we got Chuck, we got Casey. Like,
dude, the name Scuzz, like, are you kidding me? And they're all, and I love that they're like waiting for Freddy. Like Freddy's one of them to get off work. It's like one of the girls' boyfriends, and they're waiting for Freddy to get off of work. So instead, they're like, "Oh, cemetery, let's go,
let's go hang out in there." Dude, did you see Suicide? He gets pissed off because this group just wants to use him for his car, and he's like, "I ain't got gas, dumbass."
Dude, he's pissed off the whole movie.
When they mention Freddy, has a job, they all get like offended.
Dude, he's so pissed off the whole time.
Did you see the shit that's spray painted all over his car? He's got really cool catchphrases like "Who cares?" and "Why bother?"
It's- I love it
But
so much.
we now see Freddie and Frankie, dude, when they wake up after breathing in all this gas and they go upstairs, bro, the cadaver is alive. And I love how they take the time in this scene to not only deal with the cadaver, which would have been the logical thing to do and just move on,
Yeah,
they bring the half dogs to life, as
dude, the
well as
dog,
the board of butterflies.
dude.
The butterflies, Justin. The
And this shows you
butterflies.
right away how ridiculous and unserious this movie is when you see that dog is like a half dog cadaver, and he's like
He's like,
wrestling with.
"Roof,
It's
roof."
like roofing. It's barking and moving around, and he's wrestling with it. Like I love it so much, and the fact that right after this you cut right back to the friggin' to the cemetery, and
Did
you
you fall in
see.
love with Lena Quigley?
Oh, I mean, and
I'm
the
pretty
fact
sure
that like
everyone did.
the fact that she's sitting there and everything and talking about like thinking of dying and how you think you're gonna die and
The
talking about.
worst way to go would for me would just be a bunch of old men. They would start biting me and ripping me apart and eating me alive.
Uh, just
Dude, she
absolutely
just gets
ridiculous.
go ahead, come on,
It,
tell us. Tell us
all
what
right,
she does.
dude, and then the fact that she literally is just like rips her clothes off, like all of her clothes, and then goes to like on a tomb and just starts dancing. And then the fact that these other guys, like one guy has flares, he
Yeah, you
like
can hear
runs.
Scuzz. He's like, hey, bring some light over here. She's
He's like,
getting
let's
naked
go.
again.
She's doing the fact that he's like, oh, she's doing it again, and the fact that like everyone's all in for it, and they got
I
like
love she like
flares.
she's dancing and you
Uh,
get Suicide. It's so butthurt over everything and everyone around him.
dude,
She's like borderline ready to go to Pound Town. Like she's all up on him. And he's like, man, fuck you, man. Do you think this is like a joke, man? You think this is a costume? No, this is a way of life. Like, get off me, man.
that
I'm
dude
like,
needs
he like shoves her to the ground and he's like, have some respect for the dead.
that dude needs to chill. But the whole scene is just amazing and just visual amazing with the flares going around and someone dancing on top of the thing. It is just crazy. And then I love how it's like goes like a bunch of these scenes go back and forth between that and the warehouse because you see at the warehouse now the boss is there and they're showing him the body and the fact that the body
Why is
like
Bert bracing for impact when he's making Frankie and Freddy not only try to kill this thing, but open the door? He's the one
like
bracing for impact.
open up and the fact he gets like an ice pick to kill this thing because it's like and he puts the ice pick through this cadaver's like head and it still doesn't work so he takes like a saw and the fact that he's like sawing off the head and like sawing off the body parts
Dude,
it
and
is
then it
so
gets up and it runs around. I love it so much. And the fact that this thing isn't your typical gray zombie or like dead body color. It
it
is
looks
like it looks like what's that shit they put on you? Iodine? You know that the like red watery stuff that
oh
doctors use
yeah
when they put it on you
yeah
and it
yeah
turns your
yeah
skin. It looks like his entire body has just been dunked in there.
and the fact that they bring this to like the morgue now, they bring it to the morgue guy, and the fact that they bring in like a bag, and like all the body parts are alive, and he's just like, oh, you know what? We want to do. Try to figure out what to do, but they decide that they're gonna burn the corpse, and
He
they
tries
throw it
telling
in
him he's
there.
like it's rabid weasels, and he's like, "All right, well, I'm not gonna kill a live animal." And he's like, "Well, I mean, just throw him in there. Trust me." He's like pulls
And
out
this
his
is,
gun, and he's like, "Let me just shoot him." And he's like, "All right, well, all right, we're gonna show you something." And
and I don't know about you, but I get chills after rewatching this movie because when he burns the corpse. Dude, you see smoke coming out of this, and the music hits like that 80s, just amazing music hits. And the fact that you see like a storm is coming. Instantly a storm rolls in. You have smoke coming out. You see it's rain, but it's not even just rain. It's like hurting people. You see acid rain. You see the punks in the graveyard. And it is just dude, at this point Tina runs and you see her, she runs to try to go find Freddy. She runs into the warehouse looking for Freddy and then I mean, who does she meet in the freaking thing? Eventually, you see
oh my god,
it is like
yes,
every second you think this movie can't get better. You all of a sudden see this is like brains. You see the friggin' Tarman, I believe they call him, this Tarman
they
zombie
call
thing,
him
looking
Tarman. Yes,
looking for brains, and the fact that all the punks run in there too, because like I said, the rain is like hurting people.
Yeah, they call it like acid rain. I call it zombie vapor.
Yeah, it's like zombie vapor
Yeah,
rain.
because all that shit that hits the air, it's clearly like the rain is grabbing whatever's in that smoke and bringing it down on top of them. But like you said, when this tar man comes out, this could be one of the most iconic scenes we're ever gonna see in this movie. Spoiler, it's not. But the fact that he goes brains, and then the group bursts in and he goes fresh brains,
fresh brains, dude.
And then I can't get over the fact that this zombie, after Tina locks herself into the side room, has enough smarts to not only use a chain to rip this door off the wall, but it's a chain attached to a pulley system. And he fucking ropes it up, dude. And he's cranking the pulley. Like, what kind of a zombie is that smart?
It absolutely crazy. And the fact that like they're running there, they're trying to rescue and everything, it ends up killing Suicide and eats his brains because you got to have those brains. And also at the meantime, you do see a flashback of the Freddy and the worker right now, and you see them coming back to life, and they are not looking too good at all. They kind of
even call paramedics to come in and see them. And like I just said, Justin, I was like, I call the Tar Man the most iconic scene, but I could be lying. Right. And I was like, I could probably call this paramedic scene, realizing that Frank and Freddy are actually dead, an iconic scene. But I think the most iconic scene in the iconic movie is hands down coming up right now. And this is where things turn up to 1,000, Justin. You want to tell me about William Putnam real quick?
I just want to talk about this. Like, oh my God. So like you said, there's already been so much great stuff happening. But then all of a sudden you hear more music kicks on. We hear that it is now party time is blasting. All the punks run back to the graveyard. And mind you, it is storming. The music is going crazy. And when it's party time, you see this a zombie like sit up and it's like jaw opens as we have punk music party time. They're running through the graveyard. All the dead is also rising right now. And we see Trash is absolutely ripped apart and killed by everyone. Kind of like what she feared was like the worst way to die. We see that she absolutely is ripped apart to everyone.
Dude, it's got my heart racing right now because, like you said, this next set of scenes with the zombies chasing the group, Trash getting ripped alive. The group is now split between the warehouse and the funeral home.
They're everywhere.
We see these paramedics getting got at the ambulance.
That's the cool scene too, dude. There's so much cool. I'm pretty sure there's even I'm not sure if you're allowed to say midget, but I'm pretty sure at one point there's even like a small little zombie outside.
Dude, so I realized this. I thought Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead was one of the first movies to like really show this stuff off. Yeah. But that zombie doesn't have any legs.
Oh,
it's
just had
an amputee that's gets up and is chasing him. Yes.
That makes sense.
And then right after that, dude, this is yet another iconic scene because what does this zombie reach in and grab the dispatch radio, Justin? What does he tell dispatch?
Oh God, what does he what does he say?
Send
more
paramedics. I can't right now. I can't.
No, that's right.
So much.
I know. I got so many asterisks of so many badass scenes too. Because even like the small scene right after this, you see now like half the group, like I said, they are split up, but they are in the building and they are securing the building. Dude, even this you could tell is a complete homage to the Night of the Living Dead. Because I mean, they're boarding up the windows and everything. Even small like cool things like that is a complete homage to like the 1968. Even just like little things like that, just boarding it off is absolutely amazing. And they capture like the upper half of a woman zombie. Like even that's crazy. They strap it to
like this thing kills Scuzz. She takes like a bite out of her head.
Yeah.
But it's so weird because when Ernie, he's got like a spike, he stabs her in the spine. And it's almost like this zombie is relieved. Like you hear it just go, like it felt good. Like it was an itch that the zombie couldn't scratch. It was so weird. But
sorry,
he takes her to his embalming table and straps her down, bro. And they start to question this fucking thing.
She talks and tells him stuff. Like, how cool is that?
That's insane. She's like, yeah, we need to eat brains because it's the only thing that stops the pain. And you actually kind of feel bad for the zombies.
Yeah, like we have like a zombie explaining, like she really says that's the only. Oh, I love this movie.
I would be completely taken back right now and just in awe, but I can't stop staring at a corpse's boobies
Yeah.
because the nipple placement on her is perfect.
That's still one of the greatest lines in
From
horror
House of
movie
Wax.
history from that's from
I think it was
It's Friday the 13th remake,
yes,
2009.
yes.
When
Her
the
nipple-
girl's on top of him and he says it. That's like, bro, I laughed out loud on that. Like that was just so out of place. I was just like,
Oh
whoa,
my
well,
God.
they weren't out of place, but that was just amazing.
At all in this movie. Does it register in your head? Because once I thought about this, I can't stop.
Yup.
What's the owner of the funeral parlor's name? What's his name?
Was that Ernie?
It's
or
Ernie. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the owner of the medical supplies name?
I got it in my notes somewhere. I forget his name.
It begins with a B.
I think I might have just called him Boss.
Oh no, it's Bert.
But oh my God, that is amazing. I was gonna say, I'm sure I
And
wrote
they've
it
been
down somewhere.
friends for 25 years.
That is absolutely. Oh yeah, I do have. Yeah, Bert. That is so friggin' awesome. And the
But
fact,
dude, right after they ask all these questions, the fact that they're ready to do something about Frank and Freddie because they're almost at like full turning stage right now. Bert chirps up and he's like, "We need to lock them away." And you even see Spider. He's like, "Actually, that's not a bad idea." And them deciding to lock these guys in the chapel, maybe the smartest thing Bert has done this entire movie. But
finally,
yeah, this is all for nothing though, because if you're gonna lock them up, bro, leave them locked up.
yeah.
Don't
Stay
open
in
the
there.
door, check on them, lock it up again, come back. It's like they're on timeout. You're making sure they're sitting on their bed.
Yeah, because that goes terrible.
It doesn't work that way.
Does not work that way. And also, right before this, I love how we see like Trash like reanimated as like a dead naked zombie right now, and absolutely,
I forgot about that.
yeah, that happens
Oh.
real fast. And you see more cops like arrive, and those cops get killed right away, real fast. But yeah, and then like you said, like you have those two people in there. Maybe just don't go back and check them because it does not go good at all. Because Freddy attacks Tina, and that just knock. They actually run in and rescue her. They throw like acid at like Freddy's face, like that crazy acid that just. But as this happens, Frank also escapes, and we don't even know where Frank goes. He just runs and just into the abyss.
You got to give props to Frank because him being full zombie mode right now and not attacking these people shows that he still has a shred of humanity left, and that Freddy just completely just says, "Ah, fuck it." Like I'm gonna snap and look like I've got rabies pouring out of my mouth. And when Ernie throws this acid on his face, I love how they change his makeup for it, and he looks blind. Like he's got red puffy eyes. He can't see a fucking thing.
Oh, the makeup's great on this. And like you see Bert and Spider, they actually get like a cop car and they like try to go, but they crash. I mean, it doesn't go good at all. They crash real
He
fast.
should have let Spider drive. Spider was
Yeah,
like, I want to get the fuck out of here.
That went terrible.
Bert is making all the wrong choices.
All
Why
bad.
would you drive into the building? He's like, yeah. Yeah, after they crash his car, dude, I love how he's like, oh, don't worry about it. My car's still out there. And, Frank's car's still out there. And then the cop car blows up and Spider goes, not anymore. They ain't,
Yeah,
dumbass."
not anymore. And the fact we get people reunited now. They run and hide. They're with like Casey and Chuck. We see Ernie and Tina hide in like the mortuary attic. And let's talk about Frank again real fast because
Dude.
like how you talked about Frank still has, you can tell he's not like fully gone yet, and he knows what to do. It is sad because you see him in the crematory. He's like standing in front of like the oven, I guess you want to call it, and he ends up committing suicide and killing
He
himself.
takes off his wedding ring. He
Everything,
asks for
dude.
forgiveness.
Oh,
Like we just talked about in Hellfest, how hard it is to get attached to a character.
they made
In
that
this
too sad,
movie
man.
too, it is a little tough to get attached to some of these characters because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just a fun movie.
Yeah,
But at this point, you change your complete thought process on Frank because for him to take it off, and like there's small clips throughout this movie, like when he's on the phone with his wife and he's like, "I'll be home in an hour, sweetheart. Just keep the pot roast warm." Like stuff like that makes you get attached at the end of the movie, and it's just heartbreaking.
that was so sad. Oh, I hated that.
And then I got this. The second smartest thing in this movie is Bert decides, all right, enough is enough. And he decides, I got to call this 1-800 number on this container. And if he had done this in the first place and had this conversation with Colonel, like, I don't give a fuck about my lamb chops, get away from me. I don't like my wife. I just want to go to bed and pretend like none of this happens.
Yep.
Things probably would have gone different. But they start using some dumbass terminology. And he's like, one of the Easter eggs is hatched. And well, I'll let you know what happens when an Easter egg what happens when this Easter Bunny comes around?
Well, for the only thing I wanted to say right before that is I have to just love. I just want to talk about one scene because we do see Bert right before he calls. He grabs a baseball bat, and I just have to say how the Tar Man is back, and he swings for the fences and knocks off this Tar Man's head, and that I thought was awesome. But like you said,
Oh
all the
yeah.
yeah, I just had to mention that, and all the cops get massacred by zombies, and you realize it's the full outbreak. Obviously, now he has to call, and yeah, man, that call. Whew, um, was it Colonel Glover or something that he it's not good
Yeah,
when
it's
he's
Colonel Glover. This dude is an absolute piece of shit.
yeah, he tells him everything, and this dude like wakes up and this all of a sudden goes and hits a bunch of buttons, and he calls in a strike, not just any strike, like a military nuclear strike, and tells it like I don't even know. He says like, oh yeah, a bunch of blocks or whatever,
Yeah, he
and
says 22 square city blocks have been completely destroyed. He
he
tells
launches
them
it
not to
like
worry about the fire, that the rain is putting it out. We've seen this by the smoke and like how everything around it got affected. And he goes, yeah, don't worry about the fires. The rain's taking care of that. Oh, side effects? There's not many, just some burning skin. Nothing to really worry about.
and we literally see acid
You're an
rain
idiot.
again, and you hear zombies, and the movie ends. But this dude literally just nuked the friggin' and just killed everybody. Oh,
So the whole opening with the late intro to credits and the cheesy names for everything in this movie, within it like a movie's universe, this set up so many foundational pieces for campy horror movies in the future that is just absolutely awe-inspiring. I love this movie, Justin, with a passion. I've never gotten anything like old from this. Like it's never gotten old. This has to be like my 100th rewatch on this thing. The effects are on point. The camp is campy. The acting is fun. The panic seems real. The music is top notch. The score is even better. And to be honest, we got the birth of a zombie through the Night of the Living Dead. And I've never been so happy in my life to see two people break up and go in opposite directions with their ideas and have it work
mhm.
out so well. I'm giving this a 9.1 for pure zombified fun.
Ah, damn it. I don't even know if I should talk. Yeah, I don't want to be repetitive, but copy paste what he said. I wrote it's 80s horror movie with punk rock and zombies. I mean, need I say more? And I gave it a 9 out of 10. So I'm just all, yeah, I love it. So I wrote 9 out of 10, every single thing you said. So
Like
I'm not
usually
even,
when you
I'm not
watch a
going to repeat.
movie, there's points where you get sick and tired of it, and you're like, I don't really want to rewatch this again. I feel like I just rewatched it.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I could probably watch this once a day
Yeah.
and not have to sit down and like glue my eyes to the TV to understand it, but just enjoy it. You know what I mean? Great background music, great
Oh, yeah.
Halloween vibes.
Yep.
Like this is awesome, but this is also a 7.1 on IMDb, 7.3, excuse me.
That's actually good. I like obviously we ranked it higher, but I mean some of these things give them in like sixes and fives. So I'm actually surprised that's even a 7. But thank God. But I mean obviously I still think that's way, way too low. I gave it a freaking 9. But what I got here, I wrote we got a tagline. They're back from the grave and ready to party. Just love it so
So
much.
I also grabbed this is a 69% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Yup.
as well as a 3.8 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So everyone's right around that 70 like mark, which is good, but I think it should be higher.
Oh, definitely.
Just saying.
I wrote this is the first in 5 movies for this. We had return 5 Return of the Living Dead movies.
I
Let's
can't
go.
wait for 6.
Hell
The
yeah.
filmmakers actually had to get approval from Lysol to have Frank spray away the stench of death with their product. They liked the idea that Lysol would kill any conceivable odor.
I love it so much. And the soundtrack had a great soundtrack from the 80s, punk bands. We had the Cramps in there. You got to mix in some psychobilly with their old the Damned, TSOL, 45 Grave. I mean, let's go. Just amazing punk rock background. Love it.
The shot of the barrel corpse, nicknamed Tarman, is changing through like when he's changing through the glass panel.
Hmm.
This was done with a wax face over a skull, and they turned up the heat to melt it. In turn, this actually cracked the glass unintentionally, so we got that really cool effect.
Let's go. I like this one. Linnea Quigley's character was originally called Legs, not Trash. And I think I like Legs better. I think it's kind of, I think it would have been better with Legs than Trash.
Trashy legs.
Yeah, because why I call it Trash? It's kind of mean.
Yeah, it's not trash. All
Yeah.
right, on the back of Freddy's jacket in the theatrical version, the words "fuck you" are displayed. after realizing that that shot could not be used in case it was ever shown on TV, a second jacket was made with the saying television version, and that's the one you can see on the TV version of this movie.
That was actually my next thing to say, so let's skip that. And I wrote, also, I got Miguel A. Nunez Jr., who plays Spider. He was actually homeless when he got cast for this movie.
That's insane. Some of the zombie extras were paid bonuses to eat real calf brains in this film. Dan O'Bannon ate some raw calf brains himself in front of them to show that he wouldn't ask them to do anything he wasn't willing to do.
That's just disgusting. Also, let's go right back to Miguel A. Nunez Jr. I meant to mention this too. Not only was he in the Return of the Living Dead franchise, he was in Friday the 13th, Part 5. But not only was he in Friday the 13th franchise, he was in Leprechaun Part 4. So let's go.
Oh yeah. Uh the rabid weasels, when they brought him over to the Resurrection Funeral Home, which is a perfect name, I might add.
Hmm.
When they removed the tarp and you see everything that's actually in these bags is motorized toy monkeys that had their symbols removed.
I read that. That is so funny. I got that this movie was shot in 6 weeks.
So the eye test poster, the thing in the background where they tell you to cover one eye and read the letters.
Yeah, yeah.
If you read it, it actually says Bert is a slave driver and a cheap son of a bitch who's going bald too. Ha ha ha.
Damn, burn. We got a budget of 3.5 million and it made 14.2.
So this one's going to be a little bit long. John A. Russo had previously teamed up with George A. Romero to make Night of the Living Dead 1968. Afterwards, both men had different ideas for sequels, so they parted ways. And Russo started working on an adaptation of the novel he had written called The Return of the Living Dead. At the same time, Romero was making Dawn of the Dead. An independent producer, Tom Fox, bought Russo's script. He had set up production and gave the script to Dan O'Bannon. However, O'Bannon refused to direct it as written, as he felt that it was too much of a serious and straightforward horror attempt at making a sequel to Night of the Living Dead, and did not want to intrude directly into Romero's turf. It was rewritten to occur in a fictional universe where Night of the Living Dead, a movie based on true events with more humor up to the point where it was superficially resembling the novel. That was a
Let's
mouthful,
go.
but like I said, I have never been so happy at two just brilliant
Yeah, because
masterminds just deciding to go their separate ways and not holding grudges and not doing everything in their power to make sure the other person doesn't make a movie.
yeah, just like fighting over it and stuff. So I have no more fun facts, but I wanted to say the series, the other, have you seen all five? And I wanted to know what your rankings are if you have seen them.
No, I've seen one, two, three, and I think four or five.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But I do have one question for you, and it's
What do you got?
kind of similar. Um, who would you rather have in this universe as a girlfriend? Would you rather have Trash or the girlfriend from part three?
Oh, oh God. Part three.
Yeah, all right,
That, that-
mine too. I
that's
love
tough.
Trash so much, but
No, that's the
I
thing.
feel like
I
part
like
three is just a better girlfriend.
yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I feel like Trash might not be the best girlfriend if you're just, like just taking all your clothes off, just dancing naked in front of people all the time, and that just seemed like a normal occurrence. So I feel like part three would definitely be a better,
All right, so
more
we got
loyal girlfriend.
Tom Matthews. He got his ear pierced for this role of Freddy, since the character's description specifically called for one. He later found out he could have just used a fake one. That's
Oh, that's
commitment right
awesome.
there.
That is commitment.
Um, and then for my last fun fact, I've got the shot of the skeleton rising out of the grave and opening its jaw is a major disappointment to Stout. He
Yeah.
had assumed it was a work in progress and not the complete effect. I was so busy being disappointed, Stout says, by other things. Sorry, not Stout, O'Bannon, that I didn't have time to be disappointed with this one. And of course, it went on to become one of the key
Like
scenes used in marketing
iconic
and one of the most iconic things to come out of this
ever.
movie.
Let's go.
But,
Oh,
all right, Hack Stab Slash. I'm your boy Hacky, this dude right here.
Justin. Sorry, that was all good. I was thinking of something. Just Justin.
You forgot just before that.
Just Justin.
You're
That's
a
me.
horrible
That's my name.
mess. I think you should go take some ashwagandha and do a push-up. We out.
I'm going to. Peace.